Feedback in the walls. The venue looked ordinary from the outside. Brick, black painted steel doors, a fading mural that used to be someone's idea of rebellion. Inside, it smelled like old beer, sunk into wood in the sharp, clean bites of new cables. She followed the stage manager down a narrow corridor that funneled sound the way a conch shell funneled ocean, a low, restless hum, as if the building itself was holding its breath. Her equipment case bumped against her leg with every step. The weight was familiar, comforting. Tools, not mysteries. Wires, mics. A problem that could be solved with logic and patience. Closed rehearsal, the stage manager said over his shoulder. His voice was careful, like he was trying not to startle something. No press, no guests. You'll go in, do your thing, and then you're out. There? Particular, right. She'd worked with Particular before. Artists who needed the monitor mix the way they needed oxygen. Producers who heard phantom frequencies no one else could catch. A vocalist once made her swap out 8 identical microphones because he swore the 7th had a cold personality. "What's the issue?" she asked. He didn't answer right away. They passed a door labeled electrical in peeling tape. The hum thickened, pushing against her eardrums. Not loud, just present. A pressure behind the sound. "The issue," he said finally, "is the room." "That's not an issue," she said. "That's a diagnosis you put on a t-shirt." He gave a tight laugh, but his fingers flexed on the clipboard. Distortion, feedback, popping. The board's been snapped twice, cables replaced, power conditioned. The sound warps like it's alive. She frowned. "Alive doesn't show up on a single chain." He looked at her then, really looked. "You're the only one they asked for." Her stomach sank in that familiar way it did when she realized she walked into a story someone else had already started. "They asked for me?" "Manager did." His eyes flicked to her badge, then away again. "Said you have a gift for finding the ghost in the machine." "That's called experience," she said, but the hum in the walls made it sound like a lie. He stopped at a heavy door reinforced with metal strips. A keypad glowed green. He punched in a code with too much force, like he was trying to bruise the plastic. On the other side, sound hit her in a wave, bass rolling through her ribs, cymbals snapping like sparks. A guitar line, sharp and bright, climbed her spine. The room should have been chaos. Rehearsal always was, levels fighting, echoes flaring, everything searching for its place. Instead, it felt like a stepping into a storm with a calm eye waiting for her at the center. The band stood on stage under the work lights, the white glaring flattening their faces into angles. No costumes, no glitter, just bodies and instruments in a kind of intensity that made her forget to inhale. There were 4 of them, 4 gravitational pulls, each one different, but all of them radiating the same thing, power barely contained. Her gaze snagged on him first. He held his instrument like it was a weapon he didn't trust. His stance was loose, shoulders rolled forward, head tipped as if listening to something the rest of the room couldn't hear. Darkened his shirt in a spreading stain across his collarbones. The air around him shimmered, faint as heat mirage,